There you are. Hi, my name is Patrick, but you can call me 26. And what we're going to do today is we are going to talk all about sendable. A type is said to be sendable if its values or properties can safely be copied or shared between concurrent parts of your program, right? Like between an actor and a thread, right? It's literally in the name. So if it can be copied or shared between actors and threads, it can be sent, i.e. the name Sendable. So the Sendable protocol itself doesn't have any requirement. It's just a marker to tell the compiler that your types are safe for concurrent use, right? So most common types, particularly value types, are already sendable. So for example, if you look at a struct and enum, which are value types, you find that these are actually sendable only if all their properties are also sendable. In the case of the struct, right, and the enum, right? So if all their properties are sendable, it's sendable, right? Basic types like integers, string, boolean are also sendable, and also actors are sendable, right? So let's look at an example in order to understand this better. So let's get to it. Let's look at an example. So if we come here, do this, we have a struct here. We might need to import foundation, right? So what we have here is a struct, and this struct being a struct is implicitly sendable because all its values are sendable, right? And also what you're going to do is we are sending it to an actor here, right? This is safe because the user is sendable, right? So if we run this, if we come here and run this, we should get processing Alice at the bottom, right? So processing user Alice. This shows that our struct has successfully been passed to our actor, right? So that is an example of sendable. So an unsending type is a type that does not conform to the sendable protocol, right? So these are types that cannot be shared across different actors or different threads at the same time. And this can lead to, because if you do so, it would lead to unpredictable behavior. And primarily, this usually is reference types, right? So for example, classes are non-sending by default, right? Because they are reference types and can have properties that can be accessed or are mutable, right? That can be accessed by different threads at the same time, right? And when they're accessed by different threads at the same time, they can be corrupted. Now, an unsending type is simply one that does not conform to the sendable protocol, right? These are types whose values can be accessed by multiple threads at the same time, right? Classes, because they are reference types, usually are non-sendable because their properties are mutable, right? Okay. Let's have a look at an example. So we could come here and paste this, and this is just going to be our class. And you can see our class has the score here with the integer that, and we have the increase score functionality. We have an actor that can access the particular user profile and increment the score. So what we do is we just set the profile and then set the board, and then we can say await board post profile, right? And when we run it, we see the warning here that the sending profile risks causing data races, right? And this is because the class user profile can be accessed via, since it's a reference type, right? There might be multiple threads that are accessing the various values, right? So for example, you might go and try to access the score and find that it's already currently being accessed by another thread, and this can lead to the app crash.